Hi you guys, welcome back to Psychic Renegade Tarot. My name is Bethany. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Tonight we're gonna do a celebrity reading. I got a suggestion, I believe this was suggested by 2 different people. Let's do a video on Shawn Mendes, mostly on his love life, to be honest, but we'll look at his music as well, and also rumors about him being involved in a cult with Charlie Travers. Is that her name? Yeah. So we're gonna look at his dating history with Camila Cabello, his fling with Sabrina Carpenter, and his relationship now with Charlie Travers. I think he has new music coming out. Oh no, he's doing like a Rio rock show in September. I don't know. I think he is working on new music, but I haven't heard any of it lately. So we're just gonna look at a little bit about the future of his music, but mostly at his love life. Let's see, I've already shuffled and smudged and all that stuff, and I'm ready to go. If you guys wanna book with me, I do have openings for personals right now. You can email me. Just make sure you put reading in the subject headline so I can fish it out of my emails and find you. If you can't reach me, please, please, please just DM me or comment. I probably won't see a comment before a DM, but comment on one of my videos or DM me. You can't reach me by email. I know I work for myself, but I'm pretty allergic to emails, so it's not the best way to reach me, to be honest. So Shawn Mendes, let's get into your actual reading. Let's look at his relationship with Camilla first, how it was in the past, why they were on and off, and if they will ever get back together. I feel like they're definitely soulmates, but not every soulmate you end up with. Some are just meant to be a part of your story and not the whole chapter, you know, or a chapter of your story, not the whole book, as I was trying to say. So let's look at her energy and his energy. Do I want to take reversals? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So Camilla's energy first. She got the Chance card, which is kind of like the Fool in reverse. The Monarch, which is similar to the Emperor, and let's pull one from the bottom of the deck. Nymph of Cups. Okay, so Camilla was a little hesitant at first, or I don't think she thought it would turn into like a relationship. Oh yeah, they were friends first. So okay, she was, I think maybe that's why I can pull clarifiers, but she was hesitant about getting into a relationship with him because they were friends. I think she was scared to ruin the friendship at first, but I think the feelings just took over with the Nymph of Cups, and he was definitely attracted to her talent and her class and her character and her presence. I forgot to look her up. I don't know if she's a Leo. I feel like she's a Cancer. I don't know her sign, but either way, I was thinking Leo because of their big personalities and their presence. You usually notice them in an environment, unless they're a shy one. So that was like what initially attracted Shawn to her, was definitely her big personality. 7 of Cups. Shawn is looking more like wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, very fresh on the scene. Queen of Pentacles. He was in his feminine energy, building his career. He definitely gives off a very soft energy. Cups here, and then a Queen. He gives me more feminine vibes for masculine, which is refreshing to see, because I don't know, I just like observing different humans' unique expressions. I think, I don't know, even if it's not like my cup of tea for whoever, I just think it's interesting to see how people express themselves. Or people that embrace their feminine side versus people that like cling to their like masculine, tough side, you know? I don't know if you know, I'm rambling. The Death card. He was ready for a change. Like her coming into his life was like a breath of fresh air. He was excited. It just felt like he was on top of the world with the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles here. It just felt like a rush of like abundance for him, like just like a happy, I don't know, do you ever just have like a lucky season of your life where you meet some cool people or you get in a good relationship. It's just very, you feel like a buzz, like a high, like you're just like a high on life kind of. Very inspired, yeah, and energized. Okay, so the monarch, I feel like she kind of leads the relationship. She wears more of the pants, or he lets her. He lets her dictate or set the boundaries. He definitely lets her have a voice. He never tried to overpower her in that way. They were a pretty equal union in that they balanced each other really well, is what I'm getting off of the monarch. Spirit of Cups. With the Nymph of Cups and Spirit of Cups, there's a lot of love in this relationship. I think it's pretty obvious from like their PDA and just the way they're all over each other and very affectionate, not just in sexual ways, but like really sweet, cute little ways. Like they clean each other off or hold each other's hand, or they're just very like supportive and loving towards each other. She was definitely in love with him. Like all of her heart was in this, is how I'm seeing it. It's like she's pouring this out. It's like she gave this everything that she had. I think when she let go of the hesitation, she just fell like deeply, deeply in love with him. For Shawn, oh, she's endgame for him. The Warrior of Pentacles. I think that's why he took the breakup so hard, is like he really saw himself marrying Camilla. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong, Camilla. He planned on marrying her, is what I'm seeing with the Warrior of Pentacles. He was going to take slow, steady action towards her. He had a plan. He wasn't going anywhere. He was very dedicated. Like, she was it for him as far as he was concerned. Four of Wands. What did I just say? He wanted to marry her. Like, full on. I think there was rumors that they were talking about marriage. Definitely on whatever level in his head and his heart, however much they talked about it, that was his plan. That, I'm gonna ask if it's still his plan. We'll get to that. That was his plan. He definitely saw her as his other half. Oh, girl. Okay, these fell out for her. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Nine of Swords. This is her going through healing. Okay. Four of Cups and the Nymph of Wands. Okay. I'm getting this as like her quarantine. So I think they dated from 2019 to 2021. And so they went through quarantine together in 2020. And this is kind of looking at that. So like the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords is she got kind of like cabin fever or restless. Like at first it felt like this little idyllic like dream life. Like they got this time off work. They got to hole up together in a house and like pretend like they were married. Like it was very romantic and sweet and cute at first and for like a while, but then I think she got in her head too much with the Nine of Swords, and it was more the Nymph of Wands and Four of Cups. It's like this is giving FOMO vibes, fear of missing out. Like she was starting to feel a lack of passion. Her drive was like dwindling. She didn't feel like confident about her career or things that she was like once passionate about. It's like she got too comfortable. Like he was too good to her and she got too comfortable, or she just didn't know how to nurture her career inside of that relationship because she was so devoted to him and so in love with him. I don't think like he demanded this of her or was controlling in any way. I think they just like fell too deep and it kind of consumed huge parts of her life that she didn't anticipate it affecting. Like I don't think she anticipated it affecting her career at all. Nine of Cups. So God. Okay, it came down to Shawn was like, I just want you to be happy. So if you're not happy with me, if this isn't right, if I'm stealing your shine or taking up too much of your focus away from your art or whatever, like if you can't thrive as an artist or as a human in this relationship, then I don't want to be like a negative catalyst in your life. So he couldn't, it's like he loved her enough to let her go because he felt like it was the right thing to do. Like she needed the time to grow, or she was getting restless in their relationship. I do remember seeing like her appearance start to change, and sometimes that can be for like unrelated issues, or you just, you know, your weight fluctuates. Maybe it's not emotional at all, but for women, sometimes it can be emotional. So part of this is like, I shouldn't speak on her body, but I don't know. Your body does show the results of what's inside. So like when I'm not happy, well, sometimes I gain weight, sometimes I lose weight. It depends. Like if I'm really, really sad, I lose weight. But if I'm just kind of like or depressed or something, then I can like put on weight. But anyway, for like I feel like it started to wear on her, like the not knowing, the confusion in the world, the confusion in her career, feeling too comfortable with Shawn. It all started to kind of wear on her mentally and emotionally, and it started to show on her body, and then it kind of snowballed to where she felt less good about herself, and more of like their relationship was the issue. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. They both had growing up to do and needed to learn how to navigate that together, but she attributed a lot of the problems of just growing up to their relationship. So I'm seeing this as like they didn't really have any significant problems. It was more Camilla projected issues going on in her own life and issues going on in the world, and like credit it to something with their relationship. So instead of leaning on Shawn for support and navigating it together, maybe they tried that for a while. It wasn't working, so I feel like she voiced that it wasn't working, or she was unhappy, or something was off, and then I feel like Shawn was the one that was like, okay, then I guess we gotta end it. So it was like a mutual decision, but he didn't want to, and I don't feel like she really did either, but he felt like, I love this person, I can't be a bad influence in her life, so I have to let her go. And she felt like, my life is not what it needs to be, so I need to try something else. It was like a stagnancy thing. Justice. Okay, so this was supposed to happen. So I don't know if they're meant to get back together. We'll look at that. But they were meant to break up. Like they were meant to go through this season of growth, one way or another. Whether they're cheering each other on from afar, or whether they're healing and growing, and maybe they'll rekindle somewhere down the line. But it seems like they already tried that, but I don't think the timing was right. I think she just got in her feelings seeing him with Sabrina and wanted him back, but I don't think either one of them was ready to be back, so it was like too soon, so it didn't last. The High Priestess, I totally forgot I was taking reversals this reading. I'm chaotic, sorry you guys. It doesn't matter. The High Priestess, and I'm talking about this with the High Priestess card, she came out upside down. So okay, so I feel like this isn't a dig at her, because I feel like I've made the same mistake in relationships before, but she didn't listen to her intuition, and I don't know, maybe it was just the easy answer, but she thought it would solve everything, but it's not. So I feel like this break is for her to learn herself, her to learn how to listen to herself, oh my god, I'm tripping over my tongue. For her to learn how to listen to her own intuition, but I don't know if it's for growth as an individual, or if they would get back together. But how did they both take the breakup? Camilla is Two of Cups reverse and the Wayfarer reverse. Ooh, Ace of Swords reverse for him, and the Five of Pentacles. Do you see how these reversals, you guys? They're both really heartbroken. She felt really lost with the Wayfarer reverse. She didn't want to go anywhere. She didn't want to do anything. She lost her spark for a minute and really had to recover. I don't know if she showed this publicly, but internally it was bad. Two of Cups. She like shut her heart down. She turned off her feelings, or she's trying to pretend like she turned off her feelings. I don't know, she like numbed herself, like just flip a switch, I don't care. She kind of had to like compartmentalize it or try to act like it didn't bother her, or it was like, this is what I need to do kind of thing. She convinced herself this is what I need to do kind of thing. He felt like it was unjust, that things were left unsaid, like it just wasn't right with the Ace of Swords reversed here. Maybe she said things she didn't mean, or maybe he did. He feels like it's just wrong. Like, how can you walk away from someone you're in love with? It doesn't feel right to him, is what I'm getting. And then the Five of Pentacles. He doesn't want to be left out in the cold. He feels really abandoned. It kind of triggered him to feel like really alone. I think I saw the, hold on. Like he had to seek out social things because he felt really alone. Yeah, Nine of Wands. He had to power through it and ask other people for support and strength, but he still really felt alone, even if he was dating, even if he was talking to people, even if he was out with his friends. I don't know, it's kind of like living life on autopilot is how I describe it. Like when your heart is really stuck on something, you can move on, you can go through the motions, you can even get in other relationships, you can go to work, you can do all the things you did when you were with that person, but it's like, it almost feels like you're in a fog, or you're like on autopilot, or it's like a piece of you is dangling somewhere else. Like it's like a weird, not an empty feeling, but almost like a, I don't know. All I can say is like you energetically can feel the hole in your heart from that person. Not to be dramatic, but energy is real and we're all connected and it is scientific, and look up quantum physics. In my opinion, I don't think science is God. I think science explains spirituality, or attempts to. Not the other way around, but anyway, she's got falling cards. This girl's got sass. Seven of Wands upright. She was being defensive. Spirit of Pentacles reversed. It was a struggle for her to get on her feet, focus on her career. She didn't feel like she had it in her. She didn't feel the same. It was really hard for her to sing some of her music, is what I'm seeing, post-breakup. She's very guarded emotionally. If she is dating, it's the same thing. I don't think she's over it yet. She still holds a place for him in her heart, and that's really painful, is what I'm picking up. And same with him. Warrior of Cups reverse. Yeah, he's hiding his emotions. It's like he's put her in this box and put her in the back of his heart. And the same for her. It's like they both kind of locked their feelings away for each other and just tucked them away, because they're not going to go away. They're always going to love each other. This connection is too deep, and maybe was meant to be, or could have been, or I don't know. So it's not something you just walk away from, you know. It's like could have been part of their purpose. It's really hard to give up. Let's look at if they'll reconcile, and then we're going to look at Sabrina and Charlie. Okay, are they going to reconcile? Let's just pull a couple cards. Meditation, they're both thinking about it. Four of Pentacles, they're both trying to heal. Nine of Pentacles. They both think about it with meditation here. They both definitely thought about it. I think they both still think about each other to this day. I'm getting that they're both very connected spiritually. They have a soul tie. It's not a toxic one. They both love each other. That's it. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, like I told you, they both hold on to each other. They both hold a place in each other's heart. I don't care what they say. I don't care who they get with. Emotionally, they both like have this little place for each other. And I mean, that's okay. It's not like you just stop loving someone just because you're not right for each other. You know what I mean? I think it's okay to love someone and let them go. Sometimes that's what's needed. Nine of Pentacles. They're both trying to act happy, like they're moving on, like they're content. I think they're both watching each other's careers, and they're observing, and they're proud of each other. But it's really hard for them to feel left out. Eight of Swords. It makes them second guess things, second guess their relationship. Was it really real? Was it as really deep as I thought it was? Did they love me as much as I loved them? Was it all fake? Like, watching each other move on is hard, and it's making them get inside their feels. Yeah, Strength card, it's taking it out of them. It's taking it, like, it's just a special kind of torture to watch your ex with someone else. And if you're famous, it's just got to be in your face everywhere, because there's just pictures and pictures and pictures, you know? Like, back in the day, you'd probably break up and never see someone again. They didn't have cell phones. Like, back in the day, like 1800s, you know? You just never see that person again, probably. Nowadays, it's like they're right in your face, which is more psychologically damaging, I feel like. I know, and part of it's like, oh, you can check on an ex and be like, oh, look how cute and happy they are. Look at their little life. And you can be, like, very proud of them and cheer them on. But if you're not over it, you can be like, oh, my God, I have to see it again. I mean, you can just block them, I guess. But if you're a celebrity, my point is you can't block these people, or just, like, in the news or on your feed. You'd have to just not look at your phone. Warrior of Wands. They will reconnect. Maybe just for a fling. Like, if they can't, I feel like if they can't make a relationship work, they will settle for being friends with benefits on and off, because they can't kill the bond. They can't kill those emotions. And so every once in a while, I feel like they will feed into it. What did I say? That is the second time this reading I said something and then the card came out and just proved me right. I was talking about he wanted to marry her, and the Four of Wands came out, and I was talking about they're gonna hook up, and the Ace of Wands came out. So I think I'm right. Are they ever gonna actually get back together in a loving relationship, in a serious relationship? Is there any hope for that? This is also a new beginning, Ace of Wands. Ten of Cups. But I think I pulled that reverse. I don't think they'll get married. I don't think it would be significant. Like, Ten of Cups reversed, Queen of Swords reversed is there's still hurt feelings. So I don't think she's ready to, like, give a relationship enough of a chance, but she can't let go of him either. So if they reconnect, they'll probably hook up and have something sexual. This is really sad. I think they both really love each other. Five of Cups. It's just a lot of disappointment. They felt like they messed it up, or it was messed up. I felt like it's like a missed opportunity. Like, both of them have this ache in their heart. Like, they want to be together, but they just can't make it fit. And they don't know why, and it just hurts. It just hurts. This is super painful. I don't want to stay in this energy with you guys. Let's look at his thing with Sabrina and how that happened. And then we're going to look at his relationship with Charlie and what's going on with that. And if they're in a cult. And when he's going to make new music. Alright, so now we're moving on to Sabrina. What happened with this fling with her? She's so cute too. Let's look at her. No, let's look at the energy between them, and then we'll look at their emotions. Nine of Swords. Chance, hesitation, same thing. She had like the same hesitation that Camilla had. Isn't that weird? Or they just weren't like ready. It felt weird for him to move on, maybe. Spirit of Wands reversed. Oh. You really want to go there? Okay, this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Don't sue me. They had bad bedroom chemistry. Spirit of Wands reversed. Like, they're both attractive people. They're both sexual. She has her little outros at all her concerts that are very sexual. He's a romantic. But, like, sometimes it just doesn't compute. You know what I mean? Like, not every attractive person is going to be compatible with you in bed. So I feel like that's what happened. It's like they ended up having like they had a good bond. They had a good chemistry. They had a lot of fun together. But honestly, when it came down to like the physical side of things, it got awkward, or like something was lacking, or like, I don't know. It just was like a mismatch. Like, maybe she really liked cuddling and he didn't, or vice versa. Or she liked a lot of foreplay and he liked quickies. Or I don't know. That's just examples of what I'm saying. It just wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't the best, is what I'm going to say. It wasn't the best. 9 of Swords. Kind of put them in their head. This is definitely giving me fling vibes, but it's like maybe that's why it's awkward, is she's a lover girl and so is he, so they expected like this big passionate fling, but the emotional depth wasn't there. They had a lot of admiration for each other and respect and love, but the like deep love and connection wasn't there like he had with Camilla. So it felt off to him, and I feel like for her too. Maybe it was just awkward because he was navigating that, or something just physically between the two of them was weird, or I don't know. They didn't like the same positions. I don't know why I'm going so in depth with this. Something happened. Okay, let's look at her emotions. Warrior of Wands reversed. She feels relaxed around him. Oh, so she did want to get in a relationship with him. Aww. Okay, so I said she was hesitant and the chance card flipped over. So I feel like when they got into their fling, she started to get feelings. Like she really wanted a relationship. Ooh. Shawn, he might have led her on a little bit or not been entirely honest about his intentions, or maybe he changed his mind, or maybe he's very romantic to her but then kept saying no, 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 we're just a fling. So it was like sending her mixed messages, so like her emotions started to get into it, but then like she had to tell herself like, no, we're just hanging out right now. But then he like holds me like this, he says these things to me. I think he's so used to being overly affectionate or romantic with her because that's just his mode, like that's his normal, that's what he was used to with Camilla. So it felt weird to be less affectionate or less, I don't know. So it wasn't like an intentional I'm lying or trying to trick you or anything like that. It was more like he was trying to come to terms between his actual emotions and moving on, and I think it got a little awkward for him. She was definitely like a rebound. 2 of Wands. Yeah, I think he thought about it. I think he thought about dating her because he liked her a lot, but I think it was too soon. He wasn't ready. Something. Moose, stop. For real. I just felt like something was off. Like it just wasn't quite a fit, and he didn't know why. I don't know if it was timing. Honestly, I think he's into brunettes. Maybe that's what it was. Like, she's gorgeous. Sabrina's a gorgeous girl. But maybe he's just into brunettes. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I think blondes are attractive, but I'm always going to choose a brunette over a blonde. That's just my type. So, the energy between them was imbalanced. Yeah. It was just a fun fling is the energy I'm really getting. 3 of Pentacles. See, not serious. They were more like colleagues. Spirit of Swords, it was more a mental connection, not a romantic, emotional one. And the Witch. It's kind of like the female magician. So she might have manifested him, or she might have been crushing on him for a while. I feel like it was a mutual crush. They're both very interested, very attracted to each other. There's a lot of like mental chemistry. They have fun. Like they would be really good friends. But I think there was such like a physical attraction. They're like, let's see if we can do something with this. But I don't think he was ready. And I think when they started hanging out, something was a little off, or she got turned off by him sexually, or he just was like too soon. Temperance and balance. It was just a mismatch physically is kind of how I'm seeing it. I don't know how. Maybe their love languages are different or something. But anyway, it seemed good on paper kind of thing. But in reality, it wasn't. It just wasn't hitting the same or something. I'm not just saying sexual. I mean, like, the whole thing. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I get from Sabrina. I don't really feel like it goes much deeper than that. I'll pull a card. Are they still going to be friends? I feel like they're still going to be friends. 2 of Wands. Yeah, like, he's already made his decision. It's like, you're just a friend. We tried that. That was fun. I care about you. I feel like it was, like, very respectful. I feel like they might still talk. Like, I feel like they're still friendly. They're still on good terms is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's look at his relationship with Charlie, which is super out of left field. I don't have a problem with age gap relationships. I don't know how old he is. He's in his 20s, and she's, I don't know. I don't know their ages. I think she's 11 or 12 years older than him. Maybe she just wants to experience him and vice versa. I have a hard time feeling like it's going to be serious, but I'll pull cards. It's just weird. I don't know. I feel like it's a very spiritual connection. I saw videos of them like doing breath work together, and it looks like they were meditating on the beach. It almost seems like he looks up to her as like a mentor. If they're happy or if he's learning from her, or, you know, it's none of my business, but I'm going to be nosy anyway. This kind of flew out. Okay, Two of Pentacles reversed. She didn't want him to be wishy-washy about her. She definitely demands more from him because she's older. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, she refuses to be disappointed is how I'm seeing it. The Monarch. The Monarch reversed. She kind of demasculates him, and I don't think like this is intentional. I feel like he just feels that way around her because he's younger, or he's trying to impress her, and like she's just like mentally so far ahead of him that it's an unfair advantage. I don't know. He kind of feels, I don't know. Maybe he just lets her take the lead the same way he did with Camilla. It's just weird. The Monarch reversed. I'll pull a clarifier. Nymph of Swords. So there's a lack of communication between them. Like, I feel like it's more of a spiritual connection. They are comfortable around each other's energy, but I don't feel like they have like deep discussions, or maybe it's more like philosophical discussions, but not as much this is my heart kind of thing. There's some kind of communication difference between them. I don't know. Awakening. I don't know. Okay, this is out of left field. I don't know why I feel like she wants to have a baby with him. She's looking at him like a baby daddy. I don't know if that's going to happen, but maybe her, like, maternal clock is ticking. I don't even know if she has other kids. I don't research this reading that much because I'm just going to go off the cards and what I do know. I don't feel like I need to know all the facts to pull cards, but she's thinking about it. I don't know. She has baby fever. And for Shawn, he's just a little bit lost. He's just trying something new. He's just trying on a different persona. He's just trying out a new life. I think he really thinks that this could be something great, and he's excited about like this new chapter, but with the Monarch in reverse, something's off about it. I don't know. Or he's not sure if it's gonna be long-term meditation. He feels like this is more like this is for my spiritual growth, or this person's meant to be in my life right now. I don't feel like he's thinking long-term. I feel like he's just thinking like our souls are meant to talk to each other right now. Like, it's very woo-woo spiritual, which is funny for me to say because I'm a tarot reader, but I'm not bashing their spirituality at all. I'm just saying that's kind of the lens that they're looking at this relationship in or through, that it's kind of like, I don't know, just part of their path. I feel like they're very just like, let's see where this goes, and it's very much a spiritually led thing. What did I say? That is the third time this reading I said something and then the card came out. I'm pulling on the energy between them, and I said it's a very spiritual union, and High Priestess comes out. Yeah. They're both, I feel like they're past life soulmates. Like, I don't think they're meant to end up together, but I think they spent time together in a past life. Maybe like they never got a chance to be together in a past life, or they were like siblings or cousins or friends. Like maybe they weren't lovers or something like that. I feel like they have a bond, and they're meant to kind of nurture and heal each other, but they're not meant to be together, is the vibe I'm getting. We're going to pull more cards. Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. I just said she like wants to settle down with him, wants to have a baby, and then I pulled her energy, and it's the Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups. She's going to end up single. This is not her happily ever after. It's definitely a fling. I feel like it's enticing to him. He feels like he can learn something from her. It's enticing to her. She feels young. It's exciting. They're both getting something out of it, which is fine. So it's not like a predatory thing, like I said. I just immediately get the ick sometimes when I see a relationship, because I want to investigate and see if it's predatory, but it's none of my business. Anyway, it's not that. Not really. She might be using her sexual vibes a little bit to entice him, but he wants to be there. She wants him to be there. It's mutual. And it is very spiritual. Even if they do have a sexual connection, it is very spiritual. Honestly, I feel like she's mothering him. Two of Swords reversed. She's like helping him grow his intuition just the same. Like sharpening his tools, sharpening his inner abilities, like his strength of will, his determination, his decisiveness, just things that help build up his character. I feel like she's really nurturing that in him. Definitely might dabble in spirit, like divination, or she's just like very good at manifesting things, similar to Sabrina, but they both manifested him, I feel like, or both had crushes on him long before they got together. I mean, who wouldn't? He's adorable, but I can't blame them. The witch really uses her energy to kind of entice him or keep him around. I don't know if it's actual like divination, but it's very, might be like sex magic or something like that. Like, I don't know. She puts intention to everything she does, and her intentions are to stay with him. So she's kind of energetically manipulating it, but not in like a bad way. And I feel like he's complicit, like he wants to be there, so it's not. Anyway, it's not weird. It's just, I think she's just a very spiritual woman, so she uses that in her relationships. Ace of Pentacles. This isn't going to go forward. They're not going to have a baby. She might try, or they might try to have one, or that might become like an argument between them. Like she wants one and he's not ready. Something like this. That's what I'm getting. Either way, I'm just getting it's not meant to be. This is the thing for him. Oh yeah, there was pictures online that they were married, or he had a ring on. Hold on, are they married? I feel like they like regretted if they did get married. Freedom. Oh my God. If they're married, it's not gonna last long. Less than a year. Eight of Swords and freedom. They're both like already regretting it. Or she's like, this was a bad idea. I shouldn't have moved in with him. Or he's like, I shouldn't. I don't know. Something about this is already, there's already hesitation. I won't say it's like turning sour yet per se, but there's already hesitation or a clash of like lifestyle, or when they moved in together, they realize they're not quite on the same page, or you just notice more about a person when you live with them. Three of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands upright is like making plans for the future. Three of Wands reversed is like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know if this is a good idea long term. So I feel like they're kind of navigating that. I feel like they're both content for the time being, or they're still working out their contract together, but I don't think it's gonna last, is what I'm seeing. Definitely not. Are they in a cult? Let's just tie this into the next question. Are they in some kind of cult? Because that's where it kind of feels weird. Are they in a cult? Is that why the witch card keeps coming out? Are they in a cult? Warrior of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands reversed. Temperance reversed. So lack of action, a lack of clarity, and a lack of peace. And the Five of Pentacles. I feel like if it's not like a full-on cult, it's like a group of people that heavily manipulate celebrities, and they like to get celebrities in their corner for publicity and for finances and for power. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I feel like if she is trying to influence him or suck him into something or get him too woo-woo, like he's gonna snap out of it eventually, or he's not gonna like the control. He's not gonna like the group think or pressure. He's gonna want to be his own person. He's gonna want to live his own life and make his own decisions. He's an artist, so I don't think this is a good way to trap him. I feel like she thinks it's working, but it's gonna backfire, because you can't trap an artist. I mean, you can trap an artist, but they're not gonna be happy. Like, if you want to love an artist, you have to let them choose you. You can't force them. I don't know. An artist needs to be free or they're just not going to be happy with you. That's my opinion as an artist. 3 of Swords. What did I say? It's not going to work if it's some kind of cult or if they're trying to manipulate him in any kind of way. I don't think it's a cult. I just think it's a group and these people like influence. And she's heavily into it and thinks that she can kind of rope him in with the community, or it's like an added aspect, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Something's going to go wrong. He's going to break free from this. He's going to break free from this is what I'm seeing. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. He's not going to want to give him his money. It's going to become about money, or he's going to notice that something's nefarious because of the money. Maybe she's spending too much of his money. Maybe money starts going missing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how this is related to a group, or if it's like a spiritual group or social group, or what this cult is that people are afraid of, but I don't know. He's going to notice something is off because of the finances, and that's what's going to, like, wake him up, is what I'm seeing, out of this delusion. He's going to get away. He's definitely going to get away. Freedom card. Yeah, this is not meant to be. Something really feels off about it. I feel like it's just a lesson for him. He might be healing and growing and learning how to, like, listen and trust himself. And part of that is, like, he's going to learn from her, but he might also learn, like, what not to do from her, or, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying she's a bad person at all. I'm just saying this group might be a little off, and she's heavily into it. It's like she needs it for comfort. It's part of her spirituality or just her self-expression, and for him it becomes too much of a codependent thing, and he wants to be loved authentically and more with like an open hand, like I can come and go and you're gonna love me, and I can have whatever opinions, we can move whatever country, you can hold whatever religion, like you're gonna love me for my heart and not because I fit into this box with you, or do the things you want to do, or believe what you want to, I don't know. It's going to become too controlling for him. Not that it is, it's just going to feel that way or something. Okay, what about his music? 6 of Swords. Okay. He's going to write a breakup album, some more, like he has breakup songs, but he's writing about his journey, about kind of like growing up as a man and the things that he's learned and the lessons he's had to face, temptations, distractions, mistakes. It's going to be kind of like a, I don't know, it's going to be a very heartfelt chance. It's going to be hard for him to release it because it's very emotional, or it might get delayed in some kind of way. Releasing the songs, or something might be weird with the release. The dates might get mixed up, or someone might leak some of the music. 8 of Pentacles reversed. He's having a lack of focus right now. Like, I feel like he's distracted from work with the 8 of Pentacles reversed. I think he's in a healing era. He's in a soft boy era. So he's not really focused on his money. And maybe the group thing is part of what they're motivated for, is his money. So maybe that's where it's going to go wrong. He's going to really focus on himself and not his like productivity as a human or an artist, and they're going to want that perk and it's not going to be there. I don't know. Okay, but enough about them. Queen of Pentacles. He's definitely going to write about his love life. He's going to write about the women in his life. He's definitely going to show his softer side like he always does. But I feel like it's going to be a softer album. 3 of Swords, yeah. Like healing from heartbreak, what he lost. I feel like he's really going to bare his soul. It reminds me of like the Kanye song where he's like, I thought about killing you today. I remember that song came out. I'm like, I cannot believe he said that. And I cannot believe he wrote a song about that. Like, that's just like intrusive thoughts, right? But he like wrote that song, he recorded it, and he released it on this album. So anyway, not like that drastic Kanye style, but Shawn Mendes version of that, like bearing his soul, being super raw and honest, and maybe even like letting us into like his inner thoughts and things that he hasn't admitted, things like that. It's gonna be really good. I just feel like it might be slow coming. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. He's working on his album already, but I don't know where he is in that process. I feel like he's still writing and editing songs. I don't know if it's gone much further than that. He's really just focusing on his inner healing right now. I feel like he just felt so lost after Camilla. He was directionless and he needed some kind of purpose. Sabrina was like a rebound, and now with Charlie, it's like he's trying to like rebuild himself and figure out who he is, kind of thing. The Strength card. It's a good era for him. It might be confusing to people to see what he's doing, but there's a purpose to it. I feel like Charlie holds a purpose in his life. She's helping him kind of navigate that. It's not going to be long term, but I feel like she will be good for him in that way, or help him stand on his own 2 feet and figure out who he is, or maybe just be a catalyst in that situation if she's not like a mentor. I don't know. That is how I'm seeing it, you guys. I think that's all I have for Shawn Mendes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please be respectful. I try to respond to all your guys' comments. I love reading them. But if you're rude, I'll just block you. So, I mean, you can be rude if you want. It'll give me engagement and I'll just block it. It's whatever. But anyway, definitely subscribe if you guys want more readings. Let me know. Let me know what topics you guys want. Celebrity, true crime, or pick cards, and anything else. Yeah, and don't hesitate to hit me up if you guys want a reading. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you think that I was accurate on those predictions, and any other details, feel free to fill them in for me, because there's a lot about these people that I don't know, so I'm sure I'm missing key factors to this. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I think I'm gonna do, no, I'm not gonna tell you what reading I'm gonna do next. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm just gonna do it. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna upload it. You're just gonna have to wait and subscribe and find out.